Hello guys, this will be the shortest live that I've probably ever done in my life. I'm only going live basically because loads of people asked me to, because I didn't yesterday. So I'm doing a quick live because yesterday was a really good friend's birthday who's visiting me, and he turned 41. Kobe, much love to you, Chris. I'll see you in about an hour or an hour and 15 minutes. So this will be short. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a longer one. I just want to focus on why I do what I do, basically, to hit it home. Like people go, what am I going to learn from you? Why should I sign up to your website? I'm just going to tell people why I do what I do and the main goal of my work, so you're aware. It's very important to me that you know why I keep doing what I'm doing. So my whole goal is honestly, truly to inspire people and basically pass on my knowledge to them so they can pass on their knowledge to others, so we can increase our consciousness, basically. Top of the morning to you, 6079. Hey, Paul. 6079, from Bruce Jenner's birth until Marshall Bruce Mather's birth weeks, 1198, 4 days. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Got 8 in the live, 3 likes for Tom Brady's birthday, guys. 8-3, the 23rd prime, is about to play his 23rd season, where I think he's going to get to the Super Bowl and lose and go out a loser, like these wrestlers often do in their final match. Wow, and now it's 7-3, which is his Super Bowl record right now. So again, I got another 2 people sign up to the website. I was very, very happy with that. I'll always say thank you, Gabriel. It's amazing what you've done for me. I'm 57 now. Wow, I'm 57. Kobe Bryant's NBA Finals record, 5 out of 7. Guys, check out that baseball code, just because it was all Kobe Bryant again. So for anyone who is new to coding and maybe you just care about sports, honestly, you have to study Kobe Bryant's life and go back and watch some of my videos, because that guy is massively connected to Revelation. I think he's a fallen angel, guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's total points, 38387. See, what amazing knowledge. Happy face, man. Much love to you. Much love. I'm getting all these Brady numbers. 10 in the live, 3 likes. Brady came on for the Patriots when they were down 10-3 to the Jets. And then 103, the 27th prime. He wins his last Super Bowl on 2-7. Now 11 in the live, 3 likes for your 113 for coronavirus for Kobe. Kobe being drafted round 1. Pick 13, NBA debut, 11-3, November the 3rd. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So, hey, Undoctrinated, this is going to be a short one. 13 in the live, 3 likes, the lowest scoring Super Bowl, 13-3, and when Pope Francis became the Pope, the false prophet. Hey, Surap. Much love to you. I've heard it's boiling hot in England, so get yourself a nice cold beer, bag of crisps, and enjoy it as much as you can. The media are talking like everyone's going to die because it's so hot. Guys, it's no different to when you go to Spain on vacation, why most people work like 50 weeks of the year so they can go and get some sun. So just because it's in England, don't make any difference. So enjoy it. England is an absolutely beautiful place when the weather's nice, in my opinion. It's one of the most beautiful places to be. It's just, unfortunately, more often than not, the weather is miserable. And I was having a chat about the sun yesterday because I was at the beach with my boy Jacob and his beautiful girlfriend, Steph. I'm going to see them again today. 14 in the live, 4 likes for my birthday and my dad's birthday. 15 in the live, 4 likes for when the Titanic sank and the Hillsborough disaster. Yeah, and I won't wear sunscreen anymore. I'm almost certain that that's not good for you. I'm almost certain. I think the sun is actually really good for you. Obviously, I don't think you can just go out in it 5 hours straight if you've got skin like me. But I'd rather go out in the sun for 15, 20 minutes and then go under my umbrella. And I actually tan better that way. I actually got a tan yesterday. You can't really tell. I actually got a tan, and sunscreen is not good for you. There's forest fires in Turkey. Stay safe, mate. Get yourself a nice kebab. Beautiful stuff. I just made my own breakfast. I was going to go out for it. I was like, what's the point? I can make an omelette. Why do I keep going out and spending all this money on somebody to make me an omelette, which is really easy to do? So I cooked myself my own breakfast. When Eminem dropped his first album, he was 8440 days old, which is the same age that George Floyd was on the 33rd anniversary of the JFK assassination. Jordan was 8444 days old when Lady Gaga was born. Bro, what goes on in your head? People think I'm this genius. What makes you compare JFK's assassination with when Lady Gaga was born? It's unbelievable stuff. Lady Gaga, she said she got the name Gaga because her inspiration was Freddie Mercury from that song Radio Gaga. And we know Freddie Mercury at this point was a female pretending to be a man. But he had a mustache, Adam. But he had a mustache. All right. Again, watch my videos about how easy it is for a woman to become a bloke. Okay? And get facial hair. Kobe Bryant, like Mr. Peanut, sacrificing himself right before Kobe died. Beans and peanuts are related. They are both legumes because they're pulling the leg, you and me. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, again, Kobe Bean Bryant. I don't know where they get these names from. Kobe Bean Bryant. Lady Gaga is the unofficial CDC spokesperson. Lady Gaga is just messed up. And she said in an interview that she's a man. You can go on YouTube and watch it with Oprah. Tell me something we don't know about you. I'm a man. Check it out. I think she said it or he said it for banter. No. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your Elohim. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Amazing. Thank you for that, happy face, man. That was glorious. Hi, been seeing 444, 444 all day, every day since this pandemic began. What does it mean? Thanks. Well, I can't believe I've never heard you saying that as I have 4 likes. 4, what, 6 4s? That's interesting. That's 24, which is Kobe's number, and how many hours they are in a day. That's what we've been told. But seeing all those 4s, it could be the 4 horsemen of the book of Revelation that I keep talking about. I talk about 4s a lot. I say this all the time, that the presidential elections are every 4 years. The Olympics every 4 years, the World Cup every 4 years. There's 4 seasons, 4 suits in a deck of cards. There's all these 4s, and I'm not 100% what it is. Like Northeast, Southwest. The 4 Gospels. I don't know why you're seeing all those 4s, but obviously we're all connected to numbers. We all have our numbers that we're connected to. 23 in the live, 5 likes. Kobe born the 235th day of the year. And I still don't know how I know more about Kobe Bryant than I know about my whole family. It's so strange that I'm so synced up with that person. I can't get my head around it, but I am. I think there's some things in life, oh my word, 24 in the life, 6 likes for Lionel Messi's birthday, which is the anniversary of Freemasonry being founded. Wow. 24-6 gets you 30, his number at PSG. Paris Saint-Germain 113, the 30th prime. Wow, now we've got 25 in the life, 7 likes, 257, the 55th prime. Wow, my brother did a run today. It took him 55 minutes and 55 seconds, and I think it was 10 kilometers. I laughed so hard. I was like, you're going to throw those 55s and 10s? And Dad was born in 55, the same year as Bill Gates. 11 years before England won the World Cup. 11, my favorite number. And I was born on my dad's 31st birthday, the 11th prime. Just wild. Alan 8 is your number. Well, this one's right up your alley. Interesting. Amen. Praise Jehovah. I was very ill this week. Now I'm 100% healthy again. Thanks to the Most High. Amazing. I'm glad to hear that. 24 in the life, 7 lights for you. 24/7. Again, which can become 31, the 11th prime when you add the numbers up. Cavalier is a horseman, like a horseman of the apocalypse. Yeah. And who's connected to the Cavaliers? LeBron James, who's connected to Revelation massively. World Cup final is 22 weeks after Bastille Day. France will lose final and go 2 wins, 2 losses record like 22. Should lose on Penn 16 years after their last World Cup loss. In their 16th World Cup. Nice. You need to check out the 22s for Argentina. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Do you have an idea who France are going to lose to, I would say look into Argentina. My advice to you. Today's date, guys, is it the 16th of July? I think it is, isn't it? And that's the 39th prime. So if you're decoding sports today, I had a look. There wasn't anything that stood out to me. If you're decoding sports today, look for 39s because today is 16-7 and 167 is the 39th prime. The word masonry is 39. So yeah, if a team can get the 39th win or loss, or look for that, it'll probably hit. From Trump's birth to the Cavaliers' first game, 8 days. Wow, Trump is so connected to 88. Remember, he was on the Oprah Winfrey show in 1988, where she asked him, will you ever run for presidency? Trump's 88 in Gematria. There's so many 88s with him. Remember, 74 years is 888 months. And so much happened when Trump was 74 years old. His ex-wife just died before she was going to turn 74. She died at 73. Please watch that video. Guys, YouTube are limiting everything. The video I did yesterday, they limited. Limiting everything that I do. It's a joke. It really is. But whatever. Does everyone have a doppelganger in looks or personality? I believe so. That 31-9 again. Super Bowl 55 was 31-9. Brady and the Bucks beat the Chiefs where Mahomes couldn't even throw a touchdown. And then Brady retires 319 days before the Pope's birthday. Why do I always have that 31-9? And 31's the 11th prime. So 31-9 can be seen as 11-9. That's when Ronaldo made his second debut for the Red Devils, like I said he would, and got his 119th goal. Wow. It's just insane, man, how this syncs up. What a beautiful, beautiful world, guys. Run by sickos. I saw a pic of my doppelganger, different hair, but it was uncanny and kind of freaky. I don't think I've ever seen somebody where I thought, wow, that could be me. I've seen a lot of people who look like me, like a look-alike, and they have features that I have. But I've never seen somebody where I thought, wow, that guy is literally me. But I've seen it for my friends where I've thought, wait, is that him? What? It's not? And I've had to go up and speak to them and say, and then show them a photo on my phone, like, can I have a photo with you just to send to my friend? And sometimes they said no. It's a bit creepy, a random guy asking for your photo. And other times I go, yeah, no problem. That's fine. You need to be unlimited. Yes. First NWA rap album dropped on 8/8/88. Wow, didn't know that. Well done, Indoctrinated. The All Blacks rugby team is losing a lot of games as they no longer have the demons that made them unbeatable. Yeah. What they did, that ritual before every game, was it called the Hacker? Supposedly they said they won the game before the game even started because of the Hacker. But remember when I spoke to Marco, he said that demons don't exist. So he said there's different levels of angels. There's like angels who like use their gift against humanity. And then there's angels that care about humanity. Because again, this universe needs polarity. But we can say demons, I guess. We know what we mean by that, to be honest. Please add debit card payment on your website. I'm trying so hard, mate. I'm trying so hard. It's the most difficult thing because if I change the method of payment, you probably about the 15th person that said that they want to sign up, but they don't want to use PayPal. But if I change the method payment, it might massively affect the website. Gabriel was saying, he said it's very dangerous if I would change that now. So I've got to really think about it because every other day, well, every day now, somebody's saying that to me with the payment method. It'd be so much easier, wouldn't it, if you could just put in your debit card details. But I'm working on that. Remember, guys, like Patreon screwed me over. I had it all set up. I worked really hard for 2 years. Everything was set. I had a formula. I was really comfortable. Everybody enjoyed the platform, and then it just disappeared. The fact that I've been able to get a website out within a month says a lot because it's not easy to put together a good website. It really isn't. And I've learned that from this journey with Gabriel. As you know, I'm not great with computers, but he's helped me a lot for sure. But yeah, I'll definitely look into that, Krishna. Give me a woo. Okay, the throat's hurting today, but I'll give you one. Woo! Woo! I think at this time it's fine to do that. Wow, at this time, 11:11 my time. Why do I have to look at the clock now at 11:11? Of course. Absolutely glorious stuff, guys. Remember, this will be very short today. Be very short, like Tom Cruise. But add a UPL in your payment method. I'll speak to Gabriel about it either tonight or tomorrow to really get it kickstarted. I'm trying to do the PayPal Premium where people can actually pay with the debit card and credit card and not actually have a PayPal account. It just gives them the option to sign up with their PayPal account. So that is the next big thing because the website's pretty much good to go now. I have so much for Brazil to beat France in the final. What, and get revenge for, was it 98, where France beat Brazil 3-0? Zidane with 2 goals and Emmanuel Petit, the female who played for Arsenal, with Vieira. So you've got a lot for Brazil to beat France. Not just Gematria, but other things and patterns. Neymar and Mbappe play for Qatari own club, so it makes sense they face off in the final. Mate, Messi plays for the Qatar club, so why can't Argentina be there? The best code for me is Argentina, like hands down. Insane. But there's all sorts of stuff for Brazil. I haven't actually found anything for France as of now. I don't think they're going to give France it. And they've had so much recent success. I don't think France are going to take it. Brazil have a really good riddle. But as of now, it's Argentina and then I think England. But I was hoping well, I can't say hoping, somebody's dead. I thought by now Queen Elizabeth would be gone. And if Elizabeth would go, and she still might before the World Cup, and Prince Philip recently, because a lot of these, we call them sacrifices, whatever they are, it plays a major role, it seems. It does. It plays a major role in the success of a team. Rich in knowledge. I'm telling you, like, I honestly believe with the gambling stuff, I do it to expose these sports. Again, since getting back into it, I've pretty much 2 out of the 4 that I've done, I called pretty much the score of the baseball games. Yesterday was pretty much a perfect code. And then the other one got killed. So 3 out of 4. But I don't really enjoy doing it anymore, but I like to expose. And I don't think anyone in our community is going to get rich from gambling, to be honest, unless you've got tens of thousands that you can play with every single week. And what about this Socrates quote? The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. I think the more knowledge you gain, the more you realize that there's so much more to learn, so much more to learn. And that's why I do what I do. Guys, I really shouldn't be going live now. Like I said I'd meet my friend in like 45 minutes. And I'm playing with fire here because maybe there is a time where I'm too nice. I have multiple people saying, please go live today. I'm like, but I can't, please go on. Come on, Illusion. I was like, okay, but it's going to be a short one, baby. What about the 7 social sins? Wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, commerce without morality, science without humanity, worship without sacrifice, politics without principle. I like that. And I do like this quote, even though he was a Mason. Einstein. Again, these people, their quotes are amazing. Doesn't mean that I respect them. I like the quotes. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. So my whole goal is to understand what it is that I present and help other people understand it too. Just like any good teacher, to be honest with you. And this sums up the people that hate me, in my opinion, without being cocky. Great minds are always feared by lesser minds. Like, you never really have somebody more successful than you giving you shit in life. It's usually people below you. And that's the reality, isn't it? Messi will be made GOAT of all GOATs. Yeah. If it is the last ever World Cup, which I think it will be, that makes sense. That they crown an official GOAT, to be honest with you. Do you think anyone's ever going to surpass Michael Jordan as the GOAT? Do you think there'll ever be a player where it's like, no, Jordan, sorry, mate, this guy's taken over you? I don't think so, to be honest with you. All losers are connected. Bengals and Celtics equals 156. Well, 9/11 is the 156 prime. Liverpool owners born in Boston. Liverpool lost in France. French Zuma kicked the Bengal cat. Mbappe and Tatum both born in 98. Amazing. 98 was the World Cup between France and Brazil. That's great knowledge, mate. That's great knowledge. Yeah, Zuma kicking that Bengal cat was a huge ritual, wasn't it? When I saw the cat getting kicked, that was more confirmation that I said the Rams would win. The cat being kicked around. Do all these weird-ass rituals. Messi will officially be the Baphomet after this World Cup. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get my code out by the end of next week for Argentina, but it's about 5 pages. Michael, Prince of the Power of the Air, Jordan is the GOAT of GOATs. People are literally getting murdered so they can have the name of their soul on their feet. Yep. Little Nas X as well, with the blood in the sole of his satanic shoes, where he sold 666 pairs. Stay poor, get rich. I like that. I know what you mean by that. Stay poor, get rich. Because there's different types of richness. It's not just financial. There's spiritual, isn't there? But you can be rich in knowledge. I agree with that. If England reach the final, they will win. Laughing my ass off. No team loses back-to-back finals in different competitions. Yeah, it's never happened, has it? I don't think it's ever happened where a team's got to the finals of the Euros, lost, and then got to the World Cup final and lost. I don't think that's ever happened. Could be wrong. We'll have to check it out. Give Adam a thumbs up. Cheers, baby. There's nothing to learn if you're a know-it-all. Yeah, none of us are know-it-alls. Some of us have gifts for, like I said, with numbers, with history, with general knowledge, whatever it may be. We all have our little gifts that we should be sharing with the world. But if you think you know it all, you're in for the shock of your life. Nobody knows it all apart from God. Einstein was making fun of us. Yeah, I agree, but I still agree with the quote. Messi will end up as GOAT. Steph Curry, you think Curry will overtake Jordan? I don't think so. Although the Warriors have an exceptional riddle for next year again to win, which I'll share. Well, I don't need to share at this point. An exceptional one. And if they get Kevin Durant, which they probably will, then nobody's going to be shocked again. What do you think about Zion Williamson? Can he win any rings? Zion, like Zionism, like this name. Zion, they've built up. Like he was on the front cover of the NBA video game, really young. But then he got that injury. Zion's like a freak of nature. I think they call him that. He's a freak. I think he's going to end up at the New York Knicks. I think he said his favorite stadium to play in is Madison Square Gardens. And he said a lot of compliments about the Knicks. I think he's going to end up there. And they're due a title, aren't they? So I think he will win a ring. I don't think he's going to be Jordan, 6 rings, 6 finals. I've told you that with Jordan, 6 finals, 6 rings. Bulls gets you 66. They were founded in 66. The NBA was founded June the 6th, 66. Church of Satan was founded in 66. The Bull can be seen as a beast. It's wild. And there's something with the tongue out, like when Jordan dunks, he'd stick his tongue out, and Kobe. I think they're possessed by something when that tongue comes out. And the tongue, the all-mocking tongue, is connected to the devil. That's why when a kid sticks the tongue out, you say, stop being a little devil or cheeky little devil. There's something that takes over these people, if they're not already like fallen angels. Like I said, when you look into Nephilim, where the fallen angels had sex with women to create the Nephilim. So maybe Michael Jordan is that bloodline. But we don't know this stuff. He speaks truth when he talks of discernment. Yeah, discernment's incredibly important. Discerning the difference between what is real and what isn't. I think that's connected to your spirit. The more powerful your spirit is, the higher your levels of discernment. So we are currently living out life as the experts suggested. I don't like the term experts because a lot of these experts have been wrong so many times. Italy will win 2026 World Cup. I don't know if there will be one, mate. I wouldn't ever look that far ahead, bro. Like, I know you might say, no, that's actually smart to look that far ahead. But it's 4 years away. I'm not even sure where the world's going to be in 4 years. Focus on this one. When we live in fear, we give power to Satan. I agree. It's energy. He feeds off energy. Okay? Like we need food, he needs our energy. It's as simple as that. I don't give him mine. Nick Stewart ring and connected to 9/11. Yep. The team, which I've said for a while now, who nobody's really said other than me and Andy, and it was Andy who put me in contact with this team because he's a big fan. And he knows it's all rigged, but he still said, I still like it. Adam, I'm still going to watch it. It's my beloved Mets, but I know it's rigged. We think the New York Mets, and I've got a crazy code. And I said it about 7 weeks ago. The Mets, keep an eye on them. Connected to George Bush and connected to 9/11. So keep an eye on the New York Mets. I know everyone's saying the Brewers because of the blue and yellow and all of that. Very possible. Keep an eye on the Mets. I don't think it'll be the Yankees and the Dodgers are the favorites, but they always are. I don't think it's either of those two teams. I think people are going to hammer them now, especially those who have no knowledge of Gematria and how these games really go down. They'll be hammering the Yankees and the Dodgers. So they think they're the best two teams. Historically, the Yankees are. Mbappe will join Man City. His character is essentially Mayweather, money hungry, and mocks his opponents. Monaco, Manchester City, and PSG all connected. I think that makes a lot of sense. I like your way of thinking, DWG. Like, you don't use numbers, really. You see the narrative behind it. Do you remember Ashley Cole, or they called him Cashley Cole, when he left Arsenal to Chelsea? He played that role as well. This money-driven diva. And then everyone hated him and then loved him. And because Ashley Cole was a really talented player, to be honest. Like, nobody could ever dribble past him. But then he married a bloke, Cheryl Cole, who was called Cheryl Tweedy. All right there, Adam, how are you holding up? Really incredibly busy. And today I'm meeting my friend, well, multiple friends, but it was Chris's birthday yesterday. So I want to go get him a drink and chill out. And his friends arrived from LA, where I live. They're here for the weekend. I met them last night. They're really cool people. The guy looks like Dolph Ziggler, who's a wrestler. It's hilarious. It looks just like Dolph Ziggler, the guy I met last night. And his girlfriend or wife, I'm not sure. I didn't really ask them. She's really cool. I love meeting cool people and open-minded people and interesting people. There's not many of them, it seems. Revelation 2:10, do not be afraid of what you are about to suffer. I tell you, the devil will put some of you in prison to test you, and you will suffer persecution for 10 days. Of course, 10. Of course, 10. Satan gets you 10. Guys, I'm telling you, God uses Satan. Okay? I believe it is to test us. People disagree with me with that. Say God doesn't want to test you. I think he does. I think we're all being tested right now, spiritually. It's spiritual warfare. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with being tested at all. Like I say this all the time, I'm a coach, a very good coach. I want to test my players. I don't want to give them activities I know they can do where it's a stroll in the park for them. I want to test them. Does that make me a bad coach or a good coach? I'd say good. Questioning beyond your conceptions of reality is a mark of being unbum-like. Is that, you made that word up? Unbum-like. I was in hospital for 10 days after being shot on the 26th. I got jaw surgery after 7 days on 6/02. Jaw equals 7. All this stuff, mate, mind-boggling. Yeah, it's amazing that you code that. You can code your own lives, guys. I do it now. 43 in the life, 14 likes, 43 the 14th prime. We're told Jesus died on 4/3. It's funny how Gabriel Jesus was born on 4/3. Given the number 33 jersey by Man City at the beginning. Jesus died at age 33 in 33 AD. And you know my favorite number is 11, which you all know. Jesus gets you 11, guys. And my birthday is 11 days after Jesus died. The anniversary. I can't get my head around it sometimes. But I think it's truly beautiful. And if April is the first month of the year, which it is on the 13-month calendar, 52 divided by 4 is 13, not 12. If that is the case, which I believe it to be the case, then Jesus died on the 3rd day of the year. That's just hit me right now like a ton of bricks. If he died April the 3rd and April's the first month of the year, then he died the 3rd day, all the threes with him. That's incredible. Christ was no different than all of you. He was capable of much good and much evil, like us. Satan and Jesus were the same entity. I disagree. I disagree that Satan and Jesus were the same entity. No. Lucifer was like, God was here, Lucifer was directly below him. Lucifer wanted to go above God. God didn't want that. Okay? Huge ego from Lucifer. God sent Lucifer down to earth where he became Satan. And now he hates God and humanity. And he wants to destroy God's creation, but God's the creator, Satan's a creation. And Satan deep down knows that he's going to lose. But he has that ego. There's a lot of people that do that. They know deep down something, but they'll just not accept it, and they'll keep fighting for something that they know they're gonna lose. So I don't agree that Jesus and Satan's the same, in my opinion. But again, I don't know. Ivana Trump died age 73. Yeah, 7 + 3 gets you 10. Her full name gets you 73. When you put in a full name, it's 73 in the purest cipher. Remember, Prince Philip was married to Queen Elizabeth, 73 years. Brady's 7-3 in Super Bowls. Ric Flair's coming out of retirement at age 73. Steph Curry born the 73rd day of the year. So all these 73s, Arturo Sosa, the Superior General of the Society of Jesus, is 73 years old. So is Prince Charles. It's the 21st prime. All the 21s that are everywhere and 21. Gigi, please don't say you're wrong, Adam, like you know. So Gigi, I've got a lot of respect for Gigi. But she's telling me Jesus and Satan's the same person, and I'm disagreeing, and I'm wrong. This is what I'm talking about with knowledge. You're saying I'm wrong like you know Satan and Jesus were or are the same person. How can you say I'm wrong? That's very naive to say I'm wrong. You can give your opinion. You can throw all you want at me. I'll listen to it. But to tell me I'm wrong about Jesus not being Satan, I don't understand what's going on in your head to say that. Walking forward in Satan's realm is walking backwards in God's realm. Yeah, Satan does everything in reverse. Walking forward in God's realm is walking backwards in Satan's realm. I agree. It's invert. Satan's infiltrated everything that's pure. Okay? He does the opposite of God. But again, maybe that is the polarity, the duality of everything. The Bible is sometimes misunderstood because its traditions are Middle Eastern and context is lost. I agree. Yeah, the traditions are Middle Eastern. And it can often get misunderstood or lost in translation. But again, why do I always say you've got to find your own truth? The word truth has you in the middle, because you've got to find the truth within you. We all have our own truth. I believe God's the ultimate truth. But that's my belief system. I'm not going to tell somebody they're wrong if they say that that's not the case. Jesus was a man like you and I agree. He was here, flesh and blood, and He did sacrifice himself for our sins. Well, I believe so. Yeah, he did. He did walk this earth, in my opinion. And I think he's coming back. Adam is true to the scripture, the one and only word. That again, yeah. Daniello's laughing, saying Jesus and Satan the same entity. I've heard it all now. You can get trapped with that, especially with the gematria of it. They do things like this: Jesus 74, Jesus Christ 74, Lucifer 74. But I don't believe they're the same entity. I think it's very easy to believe that and fall for that they are the same entity. I completely disagree. Revelation comes from God, I agree. Everything does, doesn't it? The only thing we have is free will. And who granted us that free will? God. We have free will. I know for a fact neither live nor will ever. Yeah. Guys, Imani Anani knows for a fact that Jesus didn't live. He knows for a fact. How delusional can one person be to say you know for a fact that Jesus didn't exist? I don't get some people, guys. But okay, when we walk in fear, we are being disobedient to his word and allow our flesh to take over. Yes, this is not a battle between flesh and blood, is it? Spiritual wickedness in high places. Don't get too attached to the world, to your avatar, to your surroundings. All right, don't get too attached to all of that at all. No, Gigi, how can you know that I don't know? I'm not even going to answer that question. I'm not even going to give you the time of day to answer that question. Jesus was a carpenter. He didn't want fame. That's why they hate him. They hate his humility. Yeah, humility is huge. Something I struggled with my whole life and still can struggle with at times. The ego. But I've become far more humble now. And I know at times, sometimes it might not appear that way, but I have. And I think what they hate is Jesus fasted 40 days and 40 nights and he didn't give in to temptation. And most of us do give in to temptation. This was a big test. This was a big test. People didn't want to lose their job. Or I was speaking to a girl yesterday, actually. She said she really didn't want this, but she wanted to go to Europe on a trip. So she got it and now she regrets it. That's the type of stuff Satan will do to you. He'll tempt you. You're going to put a trip to Europe above your health, your soul. A lot of people have done that. A lot of people have done that. God is in your conquers. You know right from wrong for a reason from childhood. Yeah, I think when we're born, we are as pure as can be. And then just society takes a hold of who you are and infiltrates your mind, your body. And it's pretty much undeniable at that point that as soon as you're born in a beast system. The system is sickening. The world isn't. The system is. The system is disgraceful from top to bottom, in my opinion. He's a time traveler. Who's a time traveler? Jesus. Delusion runs deeper in truth circles than the sheeple. I don't want to call people sheeple and stuff like that as well. Remember, the sheep, they flock together and they basically walk to their death. And I get why you call people sheeple. I get it, but I try and not use those words that people are using, like woke, sheeple, and all of that. I try and avoid them. Shill. All that. It's just weak. The Hebrew words over Jesus on the cross have been reduced to INRI. The Hebrew symbol for them says nail, hand, grace, hand. I didn't know that. Thank you. Discernment is then not for everyone, not an acquired skill set. We're not the same. I agree. We're not the same. What did I say? It's something along the lines of like we're all unique, but we're all the same. that we're all like God's children. That's where we connect. But we're all unique within our appearance, our personality, our spirit, our soul, all of that. But we do have the similarity that we're all God's creation. That's why it's called parents, a pair of people renting you. Technically, God is your father. Conceived my third child while 26 years old. My own corona riddle, nice. Nice, you're 263, 56 prime. 26-year-old when you had your third child. Congratulations. How old are you now? Keep killing it, Illusion. I'll do my best. I'll do my best, guys. I work really hard. I'm going to have to go soon because I don't want to let my friend down on his birthday. 47 in the live, 15 liked, 47, the 15th prime. All my numbers in my lives always sync up to prime numbers. Again, unless you study this, you won't even notice that. Very important to study primes, guys, in my opinion, if you want a code. If you really want a code. Jehovah is my shepherd, and I will not lack. Excellent. Lost Villain does some questioning himself, not an empty well I came across here. It's good to question everything, pretty much. You try and become rich with knowledge. It's the best thing you can, the best wealth you can acquire is knowledge. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. So the people who think they know everything, that's the biggest issue. And people who fall for the so-called experts, they're experts, they know everything. They're deceiving you, these experts. Your assumptions are your windows on the world. Scrub them off every once in a while, or the light won't come in. So again, telling me Jesus is Satan. He is. I know he is. Clean your windows. Clean your windows. Okay, you might see things differently. It is the absence of facts that frightens people. That's why people always say to me, "You're really good, Illusion, but where's your evidence? Where's your facts?" My spirit backs up what I say and the numbers. Okay? Write what you know. That should leave you with a lot of free time. Because there's a lot of things we think we know. There's a lot of things we think we know. And knowledge does seem to hurt. It hurts a lot of people, as does truth. So people seem to avoid acquiring knowledge and using their common sense. You can get lost in this world, guys. You can get really lost in the world, which is a trap. You think this is it, just planet Earth, this is it, and then you die and then you're gone. They want you to believe that. They want you to believe that. And I think with knowledge, the reason why they say knowledge is power, which is 201 in Gematria, by the way, just like the Holy Bible. Knowledge is power, because when you acquire all this knowledge, you do get a lot of power, because you can have the power to do evil when you have an immense amount of knowledge, or the power to do good. But power itself is not evil. So knowledge itself is not evil. However, I think a lot of people at the very top of this pyramid that we're living in, this world, this realm that we're living in, the people we talk about, like the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Gates family, the Kennedys, the Orsinis, the Windsors, all of that, they have all this incredible knowledge and they're using it against humanity for their own personal gain. Whereas with me, and I ain't saying I'm a genius, I'm far from it, not even close. The knowledge that I acquire every single day, my first thought is to share it with people. It's to share it. I get excited about sharing it. And you look into this. This might help you. This might help your kids. This might help your relationship. That's why I do it. Whereas most people who gather knowledge, they keep it to themselves for their own benefit. And they go, well, it's probably best I don't tell anyone because this knowledge is actually helping me a lot. So I don't want other people learning about it because that's going to help them, which might decrease how much it helps me. I don't see it like that because I think we're all one. I've got about 10 more minutes, guys, and I'm really sorry this is short, but I'm trying to be as fair as I can be. I shouldn't even be going live now. So if you have any questions now, I think I've made my point. If you come to my website, you will learn so much. It will be the best $10 you've ever spent in your life, I swear down. And don't come just for sports picks, although I will be one of the very best at the sports picks. Don't come just for that, please. Okay? So much you can do with this knowledge. So much. Right. If you do acquire knowledge, stand by it. Yeah. You think chicken curry and rice, Sarge and Sikh kebab is nice? Delicious. Delicious. 6079 Amani, shouldn't you be liking the BLM support groups? That's interesting. It is like a jigsaw. You puzzle it all together. And I always say, like with life is like a jigsaw. So it's funny, the movie Saw, the main character is called Jigsaw. So if you give 100 people a jigsaw or a puzzle, okay, their main goal is what? Is to complete the puzzle. That's what they want to do, complete the puzzle. If you give 100 different people the same puzzle, do you think they're all going to put the puzzle together the same way? They're not. I've said this before, some people might start the puzzle the bottom left-hand corner, or the top left-hand corner, or in the center, or whatever it may be. So you all have the same puzzle, you all have the same goal that you want to complete the puzzle, but there's multiple different ways of achieving the goal of completing the puzzle. And if people say, no, you're doing it wrong. No, you're doing it wrong. You've got to start from the bottom left. That's how you do it. No, I'm going from the top right, baby. And that's the way I want to do it. So let's see. Again, people just have this mindset that they're always right and this is the right way of doing it. But what is right to you may be wrong to somebody else. What is funny to you may not be funny to somebody else. Okay? What's evil to you might not be evil to somebody else. It's all mindset, guys. So don't allow your ego to take over that you know it all, because you don't know shit. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all. I'd say the same about me in general. Like in the span of the universe, we don't know shit. But we can learn every single day something new to get us to a point where we can be really comfortable and confident in how we see the world. But it doesn't mean you're right. What I mean is, why are you yet another truth the clown with one-eyed symbolism in your profile pic? Who has one-eyed symbolism in the profile pic? Me? My profile pic is yellow with the fake fact. Are you referring to me? Because, you don't know what a profile picture is if you're saying it's me. My feelings are never hurt. It's very important that you don't live your life where you're super sensitive and everything hurts you and you're overly emotional. Yeah, I'm very strong in who I am and my thoughts, but I also know that people don't have to agree with everything I say. I have a platform, I speak my truth. People love it, people don't, people are in between, people love half of it and the other half they disagree with. But again, I have a platform and I go live practically every day, talk about a range of topics. And I think what I talk about is very interesting. But I don't know it all. Some knowledge you can't share with everyone, though. People can be leeches. When it comes to knowledge, it's up to you what you do with it. It's as simple as that. Take your knowledge and use it for bad. You can. A lot of people do that. It's bad for the majority, but for them, it's good. Again, the mindset. What they're doing is actually good because it benefits them. But it can be having a negative effect on many other people. But for them, it's good. So they're using their knowledge in a good way. Again, it's the mindset of the beholder. Spirit of discernment is key. Huge. Huge. Amani, to say that about Lady Hawk, be very careful. She's one of the wisest people that I've ever come across. One of the nicest, caring people. So to call her a simpleton, mate, it is a disgrace. And by doing that, by calling people simpletons and stupid, it only makes you sound stupid, mate, and a simpleton. Especially if you're going to call out somebody like Lady Hawk, who's got so much knowledge, in my opinion. If it's a jigsaw, you don't see the picture till you put all the pieces together. But amazing, Paul. Wow. But they do give you the box, don't they? Which shows you what the picture will look like if you complete the puzzle. But I get what you're saying there. We are drops in the ocean when it comes to the universe. Exactly. Again, I was listening to Bon Iver, and one of the lyrics that says they realize that they're not magnificent because they realized how beautiful and how vast the universe was. Sometimes you think that you're the center of the universe, don't you? I've had that where I thought I was the center of the universe, that everybody should be talking and thinking about me. But we are, like you said, merely drops in the ocean when it comes to the universe. So I've got 2 or 3 more minutes. Did you touch a nerve? Who, me? Sometimes get lost in translation with the comments. Did you touch a nerve? I'm just saying with Amani Anani, calling somebody a simpleton who he doesn't know, who only provides what I believe to be great knowledge to the community, call them a simpleton when all he's doing it, every live is bringing people down or attempting to. That for me is a simpleton. That's somebody who's very miserable with their own existence when they're trying to bring everyone else down with them to their level and then think they're above people by bringing people down. Again, the true people who care about humanity, who are wise, want to increase people's knowledge and consciousness and happiness, not bring them down. And he does it every live, and I keep him in because I won't be shocked if my live streams are the biggest high of his day, to be honest. And I'm not being cocky with that. He's in every single one. He always tries to bring people down. But Lady Hawk won't rise to it. She won't rise. She's probably gone through worse with people giving a shit. She won't rise to it. We're all reflections of who we are. Yep, I agree. I agree. All right. Okay. If you have any questions now, ask me them now because I'm about to go. I got to jump in the shower and literally leave to go. What time are we on? Oh, sugar. It's 11:48. I'll answer like 2 or 3 questions before I go. If not, I'm just going to end the live now because I was only going to do 45 minutes and I've just done 52. Any serious questions? Any good ones? What do you drink with your lunch or dinner? It varies, bro. I'm a guy who loves water. I drink water with practically every meal. If I'm out in a restaurant, I'll often get a cold beer. Don't really drink wine unless it's like a special occasion. For breakfast, I'll often have like orange juice or a smoothie with my breakfast. So I'd say the thing I drink the most is water. What's on your bucket list? Oh, wow. Wow, I'm not sure I even have one. I feel like I've achieved a lot of the things that I wanted. Like, bucket list. Every day I just want to get closer to God. I want to keep it simple now. I don't have the typical bucket list now of I want to visit this country. I want to be famous. I want to make this amount of money. I want to own 2 houses. I want to have this car. I don't have that bucket list, so it's changed. So I think when you have a bucket list, you're focusing too much energy on the future. So I live in the present. I just love living in the present. It's why I gave up. No offense, because I love her to bits and I'll always love her. My marriage, my job, I gave up so much because I just wanted to be in the present and be responsible for me. So bucket list, I would say I don't have one. I'm not going to make a list of the things I want to achieve, although it is good to have goals. I'm very happy with where I am in life now, and I trust my journey, and I'm going to enjoy every second of it. Even the hard times, baby. Even the hard times I'm going to enjoy because I love to be challenged. How long can shyness, anxiety, fear, and insecurity go away? There's no set time on that. There's no set period. I've said this before. If you're suffering from shyness, anxiety, fear, and insecurity, you've got to escape your comfort zone. You've got to get out there. You've got to speak with people. Otherwise, you're not going to overcome it. It's no different to swimming. Like if you can't swim and if you continue to avoid the water, how are you ever going to learn to swim? You have to get in there, put the armbands on, have somebody help you, assist you, get you in shallow water where you know whatever happens, you can't drown, and then gradually go in deeper water. And then maybe get to the point where you can go in the water without the assistance of somebody else. So again, all those traits there, shyness, anxiety, fear, and insecurity, I think you can overcome all of them, but it ain't easy. And I've never in my life experienced those at a high level. Shyness, I've always been like an extrovert. Anxious, I guess we all get anxious. This happens to all of us. Fear, never really struggled with fear. And I believe it's an illusion at this point. And insecurity, again, I've been fortunate that we've all been insecure, but I've never been insecure to a point where like it really messes up my mental health. So there's so many ways you can overcome those. Lewandowski and Rafinha are heading to Barca. Yep. I told you Lewandowski would go to Barca, didn't I? Pretty certain I did. Fear, which I honestly believe it is an illusion, but I don't know if fear is a good thing, because I'm not even sure it's real, but being challenged is a beautiful thing. Being challenged or overcoming adversity, experiencing adversity can be a beautiful thing. It's how you respond to it. Cheers, Adam. Hey, I'm locked out of your website. Would you pass along to the tech guys? Yeah, I would say try it again. Is it not letting you sign in or something? Open up a new tab, ensure your password and username's correct, and it'll let you back in. Trust me. So give that a go. Check now for me before I go, please. What time you live tomorrow? I don't plan, bro. I don't plan. I'm going out today, so I'll probably drink a few for my friend's birthday. I don't know what time I'll be going live. I'm not 100% I will be. You never know, do you? But I think I will. You lot fear God. I don't fear God. Why would I fear God? God's incredible. I don't fear God. This guy who loves listening to his own voice, me? Well, I would just stay at home and talk to myself if I just loved my own voice, wouldn't I? At least I have the confidence to come live and speak. Whereas a lot of people hide behind a profile photo or just leave comments. They don't talk and show their face. I don't love the sound of my own voice. I don't dislike my voice either. A lot of people like my voice. For whatever reason, people are obsessed with the English accent. I don't get it, but people are. All right. I just want to know if this guy can sign in. You have a great speaking voice. Thank you. I think I've gained that through teaching. In a classroom. So you've got 30 odd different students in each class. You got to be very clear in the way that you speak. You got to be confident in the way you speak, or the students will destroy you. I remember the teachers at my school who were really quiet and lacked confidence. We destroyed them. Unfortunately, we made their life a living hell. But when there was teachers that were confident and looked you in the eye and knew what they were talking about, you respected them. You did the work. And I was like, all right, I'm going to be that teacher. People are going to respect me. So yeah, I have a gift for talking since I was a child. Thank you, God. What are you having for lunch? I don't know. Maybe some nachos today. Maybe some nachos. I really want to know if this lad can get back in to my website. The illusion of fitting name. Yeah, it is a fitting name. I think society is an illusion. That's why I came up with that name. I think society is an illusion that we've all agreed is our reality. Society is a social construct. That's where my name came from, in case you didn't know. That's where my name came from, before I knew Gematria. Everyone should teach in school one day in their life. Yeah, people have no idea how challenging it is and how gifted you have to be a teacher and teach 100 and odd different kids every day and have them like you and respect you and have them learn. Again, people have no idea. Most people in the world would get eaten alive if they had to teach one day in school. They wouldn't have the patience, they wouldn't have the knowledge. Okay? It's one of the most underappreciated jobs in the entire world and one of the most underpaid for what teachers do. Even though the education system is indoctrination to destroy imagination, but it doesn't mean the teachers don't care and that they're not good. Like Stacy, much love to Stacy. Much love to all my friends who are teachers. I know how hard you work. So, W Griff 1111. Are you in the website, brother? You can't get back in. Doesn't say incorrect username or password, just not in. I'm confused. Wait a second. People don't have problems with logging in. Here's the link. Click on that link. Go, what are you using? Are you using Google Chrome? Are you using Chrome? Maybe go on Safari and try get in. Chicken curry and rice and sag. Woo! Enjoy, brother. I'm here for Jesus, Sheba. Amani and Annie, you're close to being on your final warning, mate, and being gone. I know you're going to say, I don't care, but you will. Listen, don't fight each other in the comments. It's not worth it. Tell me if that works, then I got to go. Open up that link, maybe in Safari, and put in your username and password. I'm on my website now. I'm in. Repent while you can, Amani. Yep. Come on, mate. Let me know if it works. What causes people to be offended? Ego. Simple. Ego is what causes people to be offended. It's simple answer. Simple answer. It's your ego. If you get rattled by Amani and Annie, you've got some work to do. And most of the time, I completely ignore him. And he is in here to challenge people. That's why I keep him in. Salvation isn't for everyone. The Bible talks about this. Yep. Awakening. Not everybody's going to awaken to what's going on. Come on. I'm not here for no Adam from Mexico, bruh. Okay, let's get rid of him. He's gone. Amani and Annie's messages are gone if he comes back in. And what else can I do? All right. Hey, Charlotte Dagger, much love to you. Delete your browser history if you have problems getting in. Exactly. Nobody's really had problems. Amani, it's a big puzzle. He's trying to help you, bro. No one knows. Hey, Amani, I've just put him in timeout. He deserved it. He's been a bad boy, Amani and Annie, for the last couple of weeks. Put him in timeout. I bet. Give him time to reflect on his behavior. Sometimes you have to do that as a good teacher and a good parent. Rest in peace, my brother, Amani and Annie. Okay, guys, you'll get back to me. All right, WGriff1111. Email me. You should have no problems. And if you continue to have problems, I'll figure it out for you, but you shouldn't. But yeah, email me there because I'm about to go out. Well, I'm about to shower. I've got to respond to messages on my phone as well. So cheers, guys. Yeah, I know he'll be back, but whatever. We'll figure it out just by the way he interacts with the chat. And people will say, oh, just ignore him. The reality is most people can't do that. And they give the energy to him, and he knows that. So we don't need that, do we? But I'll give him another chance. I just put him in a little timeout because you got to be smart. Zach gave me a timeout for talking about NASA using a flat Earth map, but that's embarrassing. That's not you trolling people. I don't have a problem with anyone expressing their opinion with things like that. But when you're constantly calling people out and being mean, and I'm not here for the illusion in Mexico, this guy's a joker, the delusion. Why are you here every day? I don't need to deal with that. The chat don't need to deal with that. So why have him in there? Like, if you had a party and somebody's being a prick the whole party, and they always come to the party and they continually disrupt the parties, eventually they're not going to be allowed to the next party. You know what I mean? That's the reality of the situation. And Amani and Annie is the guy who comes to every party and tries to ruin it. The fact is, I just don't have to let him in. But I do let him in because I do believe that these lives are the highlights of his day. And that's tragic that he uses that to bring people down. So again, people might say, oh, my illusion just kicked out Manny and Annie. This guy's not a real truth seeker. come on, guys. Again, you've got to be smart with it. It takes a lot to rattle me. So again, the teaching skills that I have, you've got to be patient, man. You have to be patient. It's the biggest thing you need as a teacher. You ever have anxiety or fear? Yeah, we all experience it at some point. Yeah, everyone in the world will experience that. Every grown adult has experienced anxiety or fear. I'd say I like the word anxiety more than fear. Every single one of us, no doubt. Especially when you go through adolescence. Especially when you go through adolescence, when you become a child to a teen to a man or woman, we all go through it. Part of the cycle of growth. So, all right. Much love to you all. Take care. Nothing but love for you all. I'm going to enjoy my day. Do me a favor without being cheesy. Without being cheesy here. This is pretty cheesy. Can you just leave a comment now, all of you, or as many of you as possible, saying happy birthday, Chris. Happy birthday, Chris. Even if you put HBD Chris, because it's his birthday. And he's a really, really good guy. And he's a teacher, physical education teacher in California. He's just a super cool guy. Please just say happy birthday to Chris. Just so I can tell him, because he'll get a little buzz out of that. Thank you. He'll enjoy that. I'll just say, bro, you don't need to watch the live. Just go to the last minute and look what people say. He'll enjoy that. So a few more happy birthday Chris's. Then I'm going to jump in the shower and get off and go buy him a drink for his birthday. Cheers, guys. Have a Coca-Cola with ice on me tonight. Thank you. I don't drink Coca-Cola for your 33 with your CC, but maybe get a nice cold bottle of water. I'll have a few beers today. Happy birthday, Chris. One letter away from Christ, isn't it, Chris? I'm not going to say his last name. But thank you for doing this, guys. He's going to enjoy this. Little things like that. Just type in happy birthday. I'm getting happy at the thought of him reading it. Thank you. The balloons. 3 balloons for another 3. Cheers, Paul. Guys, have a wonderful day. If you're in England, just enjoy this weather. Enjoy it. Go in your garden, have a drink, chill out, get some nice food, and enjoy it. Don't complain about it. And then when it's raining again, you say, I wish it was hot. Enjoy it. All right. I might get him a cake. I don't know. I might get him a cake tonight. If we go out for dinner, I'll buy him a cake. I'll buy his dessert for him. One of those little, like, I'm just going to the bathroom, boys. All right. Hey, see that guy over there? He's just turning 41 for Kobe. Get him a cake with a candle, and I'll pay you some money. Here we go. Boom. I'm going to do that. He's not going to watch this till later. I'm not going to tell him about this stream because I've just given away the secret. I'll have to tell him tonight. All right. Off I go. Have an Indian for Chris's birthday. Maybe. Great call. Churro. Unbelievable, baby. You feed my mind, bro. I love it. Let's feed this brain of ours. All right. Take care. Much love to you all. And I'll do my very best to go live tomorrow for a lot longer than 1 hour and 8 minutes. All right. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Take care.